Well, I don't work 2 days, you guys, at the club. So first things first, what I'm gonna say about this is going back to work right now. I told you guys, if anytime y'all gonna see me back at work, I really want to be in some type of service job. I hate getting bad service. Um, it's one of the pet peeves I have. And so my kids are all grown now. And people always ask me stuff and want to know different things about me. And, especially when they just kind of see me either online, out and about, not really at a job. And it's not that I got a whole lot of money. I promise you I don't. But it's not like I'm super broke either. It's kind of like I choose to live, I don't know what you call it, unconventional. I don't know. I choose to live like I live because I'm like, y'all know. And if you don't know, you gotta watch because I promise this YouTube series gonna be that. I promise. I popped off with passion and let me turn this down. I popped off with passion and hustle. Right now, I'm feeling myself. Just have me a nice little drink. So I want to talk about this. I popped off with passion and hustle. Remember? Everybody remember? Remember? Okay. So when I popped out with the Passion and Hustle show, it was the bomb. The show offered more variety. At the time I did it was 2017, like 16, I think. Who was doing online, y'all? Who was doing online? My point. Go back on my page. I'm not lying because I ain't got a lot of kicking in social media. Make sure it's right. I was going around doing Passion and Hustle all the way back then. A lot of the people that I met was fucked up. They were sketchy as hell. I'm telling you. They were very, very sketchy. And so then I was like, cool. I grew up really off Post Road, someplace. I really grew up in the hood. I really been hood in Riverside. I'm on Riverside on the weekends, off of Malcolm over there, off of Harding. So on the weekends, I'm on Riverside. I'm on Harding, kicking it hard with my cousin. She go to Northwest. Then in the weekdays, I'm North Central. I was Arlington back then. And then we moved out north. So I was Post Road. So I knew all about the east side because I went to Arlington. And then my mom moved out north. We moved on 62nd Street. And that's when I went to North Central. So I got the north side down packed. Like I hung in the north side probably damn near the rest of my life. My family started moving out there. But my sister, she stayed east side. My other sister stayed east side. So I pretty much had Indianapolis, except I didn't know a lot of South Siders or nothing because I never lived South. But I definitely hung west enough to know, west with my cousin because her family was from out west. Riverside, Harding, Mount Com, all over up in there. I mean, like Clifton. I mean, like Martin Luther King, Indianapolis Avenue. Which y'all know about Indianapolis Avenue. Nah, but serious, it was west side. And our church was right there off Boulevard. So we used to go to the Children's Museum from church because it was right near our church. Blow's candy store, and then he had a record store. It's just a lot of things about Indianapolis that I feel like our youth don't know. So I want to start going back, talking about it. And I can't always do it live, so I'm going to make these little short videos, okay? So sometimes they might be 5 minutes, sometimes they might be 3. But what I need you to do is just watch them, support them, and then laugh with it with your kids that show did, and talk about them good times. Because as people keep on putting on social media and stuff, we lived in the 90s and the 80s. So if you was a kid in the 80s growing up when the zoo was on 4th Street, when we had the Soul Picnic and the Dust Bowl at the park on Washington Park, when you used to be able to catch the bus with the youth summer work program, where you would that was the thing. All of us would get summer jobs and catch the metro and stuff all together, get our little checks. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all, I got my little hand like that, but I was just feeling myself and thinking about those days. And so, if Eastside Rink, come on, represent. West Side Ring. I was just telling my son about how hard Brightwood was, how they would go around the ring. Brightwood, with them skates and tap them skates hard on that damn skating floor and be crunk. It was just the shit that Brightwood 2-5. Brightwood, that was even though I was post road, I'm always gonna be 4 Deuce. It was just different, man. And then when I moved out to 71st in Michigan, we weren't supposed to talk about that. So that's my little 5 minutes of going back. I want y'all to watch this. I want y'all to I want you to be encouraged to do the same for your kids. I want you to be a trendsetter. I want you to realize that your grandkids need to know about you. So watch me do some of this stuff. Get you a book, find your friends, make a video, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Get somebody to edit it, remix it real decent, and then have that for your kids and your grandkids. Because I know there's things I tell my kids. They say, what? My brother tell them. And the only way these stories can get to your children and your grandchildren is they got to be recorded. We used to write them down in slavery days. They would write the stuff down so that they could tell the next generation, because we were separated. And so since we all have evolved and this is the tool we use to communicate, let's do that, y'all. I'm going to challenge that. Let me make that challenge. How about that? Let me make that challenge. If not, I'm starting it. So I don't want y'all to help and y'all support. Okay? So this is it. We going to do this. Watch for more information.